Since 1991, coinciding with a solar eclipse, Mexico City has become a hotbed of UFO activity, with many photos and videotapes produced as evidence. Many are faked, others are optical illusions or identifiable astral phenomena.
There's never been any case where any UFO stayed around and left behind incontrovertible evidence that would be left by a real object, such as an airplane or a meteor or a rocket that crashed or something like that. It just never happens. There's lots of things up in the sky a person could see. There's bright planets, there's bright stars. There's unusual aircraft seen under unusual illumination conditions. We all have a set of expectations of what UFOs are supposed to look like, what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to contain. So when people see this ambiguous bright light that's out there, well, then all these preconceptions come into play. It's almost like a cosmic Rorschach blot. You project into it what you think it should contain.
In the UFO movement, many reject official explanations of sightings as natural phenomena, optical illusions, or military aircraft or flares. They believe such stories are shady alibis, proof that the government has much to hide.
UFOs to me are an interesting topic. I do know friends, even in the scientific community, who are very positive about them. I have no better explanation for this than anybody else does. But I don't feel that there is a large conspiracy underway at Roswell, New Mexico. The reason for that is the government of the United States isn't capable of keeping a president's private life secret, and it is not capable of protecting nuclear secrets. Why is it then that the United States government, in conjunction with every other government in the world, keeps this conspiracy going? You know, it just doesn't, to me, make sense.
Many who witnessed the Phoenix Lights in March 1997 scoff at the government claim that what they saw were flares being used in a training exercise. They suspect a cover-up, especially those who not only saw the lights, but who believe they observed some kind of spacecraft as well.
The event happened around 8:30 in the evening, and we're driving north through the desert, and in the northwestern sky was this incredible triangular formation of lights that stretched right across the sky. It was just huge. We pulled off the road with other people too to get out and look at it. We watched it for about 5 minutes. It crept across the sky about 30 miles an hour. It was completely silent. My wife saw lights go on and off, and she saw figures at windows. She saw people, whatever, at the windows. I didn't see that. I was looking at another part of the ship.
That night, Hal and I were coming home in the car, and Hal was going to look for the Hale-Bopp comet. And when I let him out of the car, the first thing he says to me, "Dad, what is that?" The first impression was it was like a carpenter's square with 5 lights set perfectly geometric in it, 1 in the tip and 2 on each side. It wasn't just sitting there, it actually was coming straight at us. It took probably about 15 seconds to pass over us. It seemed like a long, long time. Like I thought it was going to stop. I don't know what everybody else thought. I thought it was going to, because we had just seen, you know, it was like Independence Day.
Where it slows down over you, you know, and makes you feel like it's going to drop something or pick you up or do something, you know?
You got the feeling looking at it. It had a purpose. It had a motive. And it almost like someone coming in for a little peek, a little look. Doesn't want to disturb, doesn't want to make a fuss, just secretly come in and secretly leave.
There's no explanation for this in our world here at all. It's hard for people to really grasp that. We humiliate ourselves sometimes telling people about this.
I could understand people having all kinds of experiences with this craft because of the way the air was electrically charged. It kind of woke you up. It kind of woke up. It was like it was pulling on your spirit almost. And some people have had a very religious experience. Some people felt they were looking at the face of God. It wasn't from this planet, not at all.
They really have a similar story to tell, which means that the outside aliens have all come from the same location. Or these people have all been exposed to the same lore that you and I know of as part of the UFO picture. Many people have seen close encounters of a third kind. The bottom line is that you can't find anyone today that has not been contaminated.
The entertainer and self-described mentalist known as the Amazing Kreskin believes that people are highly susceptible to the popular culture around them and to the power of suggestion. In Members of an Invited Audience, he first runs through a series of exercises to find participants who would be the most prone to suggestion.
You're going to be seeing in the sky forms, 3 forms, that can be described as saucers, UFOs, or what have you. You will see them as you will see them. If someone else describes a silver one...
Well, they're coming up here now. Look, over here, look. You see? And they all have the 3 colors, and there are 4 of them over there.
I don't see them there.
Where do you see them?
I see them up here.
What color are
they're
they?
Silver.
Keep watching.
And they're spinning.
And the rest of you here?
They're seeing
Where are they now?
I can't see, it's all foggy. But there's something behind there. Those lights are behind there.
What do you know?
They're in there. They're in there now.
How do you know they're in there?
I feel them. It's hot.
You can feel the difference. What I did is I tapped into what was within them. I did not define the boundaries of how they would hallucinate, because what I literally did with a few of them was to create hallucinations.
Hallucinations steeped in UFO mythology. Or perhaps people subconsciously saw what they wanted to see. That may be the case with the Phoenix Lights. Still, something was up there. Ed Ashley, who has worked most of his life in the military aviation business, thinks he knows what it was.
There was a rumor of an aircraft being built by a certain company that looked awful like a UFO, and it used an anti-static propulsion system or something like that, and it was built and designed in several shapes. After the Phoenix Light story came on the news, I called up a friend of mine, and not so many words over the phone, asked him, "Hey, was that you guys doing that?" And he said, "Yeah."
The best information that I have from some amateur astronomers who witnessed it said that it was aircraft, apparently in a formation. The best estimate would be that this was a night refueling mission.
It's been conjectured, of course, that these are some kind of government craft. But if the reaction of the witness